is going on? What's up, people? Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. We are live here in the lawnmower shed out in my backyard. What's up, Little River Forge? What are you up to, buddy? Nice to see you in here. Hopefully, we'll have at least a few people in here to say hey. Yeah, Little River Forge, you just moved, right? You moved to Texas for work. If you guys don't follow Little River Forge, go check him out. He's got some excellent stuff that he makes, knives and such. And he was from Florida. He lived in Florida and then moved out to Texas. So somewhere in Texas. And the last couple of videos that he's done was just kind of showing his new shop and setup. Anyway, he makes all kinds of really cool blades, folders. He's been doing lots of folders lately, lots of other stuff, and just really quite the good bladesmith. Newt's Leather and Metal Smithy. What's up, buddy? How are you, man? Thanks for hanging out and popping in here and saying, hey, Stray Wolf Forge, what's up, brother? Glad you guys could make it. Yeah, I'm excited. We're probably going to give it maybe 5 or 10 minutes. That way, I don't even know if it's quite noon. I guess it is noon. But we'll wait maybe 5 minutes or so and see if we can get a few more people in here. I've got the knife here and the leather sheath that I just finished up. I was actually talking with Newt's Leather and Metal Smithy. I believe your name's Randy, right? Is that correct? I hope that's right. I think that's what you told me. Anyway, I was talking with him and he was giving me some tips on leather making. I'm not the best leather sheath maker. I've really only made a handful of them, and I'm an okay knife maker for the most part. I wouldn't call myself super great, but I'm definitely not a great leather or sheath maker. It's okay. Will it hold the knife? Yeah. Is it kind of fugly? A little bit. But, you know, at least it has a sheath for the blade. I didn't want to just send the blade to somebody without having a home. And I think that this serves that purpose. You know, it fits in there pretty good too, honestly. I just do like the fold over style. And yeah, just pretty simple. Got the basic belt loop on the back. I actually tried something different with this. You can kind of see I've got my logo on there. That's actually just darker leather stain. By the way, please feel free to call me Randy. That's right, or Newt. Yeah, that's right. I thought that your name was Randy. I hate to call people by the wrong name. Now I definitely will remember. I'm in a bit above average at leather, so we're near professional. Yeah, but you know, I think your tip was pretty good, sealing in the leather. I don't have a leather sealer. I was actually just looking up some different videos about doing that and realized that it's probably a good idea to do. So that's something that I'm going to look into. What's up, Duck Rabbit? My man, how are you, buddy? Glad that you made it. I'm glad you're in here. What are you up to today? Hopefully doing something fun. And yeah, anyway, I pretty much wanted to try to get my logo on the leather sheath. And I've done it in the past where, like on this one, you know, you can use like a little leather tool and you can kind of write or do designs that way. So you know, I kind of wanted to try something different, a stamp of some sort, you know, like a metal stamp for stamping a blade when it's hot, like a maker's stamp. I think that would be really cool to have. But for this one, basically what I did was I used one of my maker's mark things out of this vinyl and just kind of used that as a stencil. You can kind of see the designs that I've got there. And I've got like large ones and small ones and, you know, just kind of a variety of sizes. And I put a large one on there and then just use some kind of darker stain to put it on there. So I don't know if it'll hold up or not. I mean, I think it will. Only time will tell. So we'll see. Anyway, that's, you know, you got to try new things. I'm always trying to do something different when it comes to making a new knife or a leather sheath, trying to push the boundaries of, you know, my my skill. You don't really progress as a knife maker or a maker in general unless you try new things. At least to me, that's kind of how I figure out what works and what doesn't. If you wind up drawing me for the knife, redraw since I had a minor role in in helping Ted put it together. Okay, I don't know, man. I think I like that idea, but I don't like it at the same time. I think that if we pull your name, I think it's got to go to you. I actually have the wheel of names that seems to be kind of popular for giveaways and such. So I painstakingly put in, let's see, how many did I put in? I think we have 400, yeah, 426 names on here. And that is a list of my subscribers that I can see and Ted's subscribers that he can see. So that's something I had mentioned in the last video was I have 1,500 subscribers and I can't see all of their names. And unfortunately, if I don't see your name, there's no way I can really put your name on the wheel. And I believe that's a setting that you can change in YouTube in your privacy settings. There's a button that you can click to make your subscriptions public information. And then that way, all the people that you subscribe to can see that you're subscribed to them. So unfortunately, I don't have every subscriber's name on here. But for the people that are public or make their subscriptions public, you're on here. And I guess that gives you a better chance because I had about a little under 400 names of mine, and then combining Ted's names on here brought us up to about 426. So yeah, anyway, that's, it's a lot of people, but I think that there's still a pretty decent chance for some of the regular people. Something else I was thinking about too would be, I'm not 100% positive. In fact, I can bet that most of the subscribers, probably a lot of them, don't watch anymore, or they don't check in on the channel as much as some. So what I don't want to have happen is pick a name of somebody that subscribed 2 years ago that no longer watches or that doesn't know that we're doing this. And so one of the things I was thinking about to avoid that is I wrote down here kind of the idea that I'm thinking of. So on the bottom here, I put picking 3 names. So what I want to do is I want to spin the wheel 3 different times, and the first person that the name or the wheel of names picks is going to be the winner, but they have 48 hours to comment or to try to communicate with me that they want the knife. And I got to have a name and an address to be able to send it to somebody. So I think that that's going to help weed out people that aren't paying attention or that don't watch anymore, maybe. And I think it's fair. I feel like 48 hours is enough time to go by. So we're going to, here in a little bit, pick 3 different names, and we'll have them in order. And we'll give the first person 48 hours to get in touch with me. And if they don't, then I'll just make a post and say we're on to the next name. And we'll just do it that way. So Toby Tate, that's awesome. Okay, right on. That's kind of what I'm thinking too. Like I figure that's fair. And it gives the people a better chance, the people that are watching a better chance to get the knife, I guess. I did also want to say, so all of these names right here on the right side of the paper, these are all people that have subscribed within the last week. So if you're a new subscriber and you're like, oh, well, I've only subscribed for a couple of days, guess what? You're still on the name of Wheels. And it's people, I've got probably 10 of them here. MW Punk 13 is a recent subscriber. Your name's on the wheel. Skylar Chaston, Kirsten Nicole 1. That's actually my brother's girlfriend. So I was just talking with her when she came over last weekend, and we were talking about YouTubes and stuff, and she is a recent subscriber. She's on there. Michael Hayes, Matthew Stanky, Joe Mama. Joe Mama's on here. Not Yo Mama, but Joe Mama. So that's a person's real name or their, YouTube handle, Joe Mama. We got Skip Hinton, Woodworking Fever and More, K-Lum Fork, and there was actually quite a few others. I just didn't list them all here. And I also want to say thank you to these 4 names right here. We've got Duck Rabbit Forging, that's the man in green. And we've got Ted with TBW Blades. I don't see him in here, at least not yet. Maybe he'll hop in, maybe he won't. I don't know. He is actually the collaboration build that we did for this knife. He actually made the Damascus to this blade wherever I stuck it. Here it is. So him and I were talking back and forth, and he has sent me some stuff in the past and said, you know what, I've got this billet that I just made, and I really want to send it to you and do something with it. So that is his handiwork there, and it's absolutely beautiful. Just a really unique piece of Damascus. And I believe he used powdered steel, ball bearings, and maybe even fish hooks. In fact, I think you can see this might be the fish hooks up here, these little skinny, shiny things. So anyway, super cool knife. I didn't do really a whole lot of forging to this. He actually went balls to the wall and surface ground this thing. He etched it for me just to see kind of where the pattern was. And so I did kind of a stock removal type deal on this. But once I got the profile cut out, then just put the handle on it. And it's actually a super comfortable knife. It's got a pretty good sized handle to it, something you can really get a grip on. And it's got, kind of a swell in this direction and here, and it really just kind of makes for a good firm grip. So hopefully the person that winds up with this will agree, and it'll make for a really, really good blade. I could see this thing being, something like a camping knife, or going out on a hike, or just carrying it with you into the woods, starting fires, cutting branches, that sort of thing. And it's got a pretty keen edge on it. It really, super clean cuts. The edge is relatively thin, but it's not too thin, so I think that this will make a pretty good overall knife. Kenneth O'Mara, I believe you are giving everyone a fair chance. Thank you. Heck yeah, appreciate that. And yeah, Ken, your name is on there. I remember putting your name on there. I want all of you guys to win. I wish I had more knives to give away. But whoever wins, wins. That's just how it's going to go. Let's see. There is powdered 15 and 20, 1095, 1/8 inch ball bearings, and fish hooks, and 2 pieces of bandsaw blades. Okay, that's awesome. So Randy helped Ted throw this together. And I guess you guys must live close by. Do you live in the same town, or are you roommates, or what's the story there? Maybe you guys just know each other and get to hang out. But anyway, yeah, that's really cool. Good to know what's in this thing, I guess. It definitely has an interesting pattern. He is my landlord. Okay, well, right on. That's cool. That's a killer landlord to have, man. Somebody that likes to mess around and make blades with you. That's pretty cool. That's a good landlord to have. So yeah, so that's pretty much the rundown. I think how long we've been hanging out? 15 minutes. So I think that gives enough time for people to get in here. And, if they're not in here now, they can watch after the fact. And hopefully, they'll be able to go in and watch it, especially if their name gets picked. I would hate to pick 3 names and have nobody reach out to me. That would really stink. So let's cross our fingers and hope that that doesn't happen. So yeah, anyway, let's see here. I went over the rules. I went over the new names. And I forgot to mention the other 2, Jesse Dunn, and the newest member to the channel, Scott Foster. So all 4 of these people like me enough to be members of my channel, and I really just wanted to say thanks. That's really, really cool that you guys are supporting me in that manner. It means a lot, and I just think it's wicked cool. So I wanted to say thanks to those 4 people. And in fact, after we do the giveaway, I've got something else in store for these 4 guys. So if you're in here, I see Ducks in here, hang out for a little bit. We're going to do another drawing for another blade for these 4 names here. So you got a pretty good chance, you got a much better chance of winning the second knife. So anyway, let's go ahead and do this thing. I've got the computer here and I've got the wheel of names. I was just inside hanging out before I came out here and was talking to my son, Quinn, and he really wanted to be in the video. And I want to say he might be watching on his iPad right now. So Quinn, if you can hear me, buddy, and you want to come out here, he really wanted to be the one to push the button. So if you hear me, Quinn, and you're watching, get out here, hit the button, and let's get this thing going. We'll give him a few minutes. He's should be in the kitchen. I just made him a bowl of cereal, even though it's noon. You know, cereal's good to have for lunch, I guess. Can you hear him coming? Here he comes. Did you run all the way out here?
Yes.
Yes? Here, come on over here. Come say hey to the people. Here. Don't be shy. Hey-o!
Hi.
Hi. How's it going, people? This is Quinn. This is my youngest son. He is, how old are you? 6?
Yeah.
6. He's in kindergarten, and he really likes to hang out with me here in the shop. You might have seen him in some other videos. He likes to pop in on the end and, you know, do funny faces and stuff. So anyway, okay, I think we've got this thing ready to roll. Let's pull it up, and I think what we're going to do, Quinn, is we're going to get the cursor over the middle, and then you just give it one little push. So here we go. Let's see who be the winner. So who the winner? Sean Millard. Sean Millard, if you're in here, congratulations. You are the first name to get picked. You, sir, have 48 hours to comment to me. And if I can see a comment from you, then I would be absolutely happy to send this knife to you. So there we go. There's number 1. Let me write it down real quick. Here, you want to hop down for a sec? Thanks, buddy. And then we're going to spin the wheel 2 more times just in case Sean Millard is on vacation and doesn't check the YouTubes. I've also included, yeah, you can do it again. Hold on one second. I've also included Ted's names on here. And so if you see a name pop up and then it says TBW at the end, that's how you'll know it's one of his subscribers or one of the names from his list. So let's go ahead and do it 2 more times. Be careful there. You ready? Let's go over here, click the button. We're going to go 2 more times for this, just in case Sean doesn't see this or doesn't reach out. Then we'll have the second runner-up. We have Nathan. Nathan, you are the runner-up. Some of these names are tough, too. You know, it's like, there was quite a few of them that was like Nathan, Luke. I think there was a Rob. So, you know, hopefully I'll be able to figure that out. I probably only have one person named Nathan. In fact, I think I tried to do my best that if I had two different names of the same name, that I was trying to differentiate them. You trying to get up in the camera? Okay, so Nathan is the runner-up. So Nathan, if we don't hear from Sean Millard, you, sir, are the winner. And I will let you know if it comes down to that. Maybe it will, and maybe it won't. We'll have to see. Let's go ahead and do this for the last time. We'll pick the third name, and we'll see who the third runner-up is. Boop. And it's Quinn. Quinn wins. And we have Estevan Chavez. So Estevan, you are number 3 in the line. So you've got to get past Sean and Nathan to have a chance at winning this. But hopefully that is the fairest way that I could come up with. And then that way, you know, everyone kind of has a fair chance because it's all equal on the wheel of names. And it gives people a chance to get the knife if other people aren't, you know, paying attention or that don't watch anymore. So there we have it. We have Sean Millard. We have Nathan. And the third runner-up was Estevan Chavez.
So do I leave now?
So congratulations to those people. And Quinn, thank you very much for hitting the wheel of names. You did a great job, buddy. All right, I'll be in here in a little bit.
Can I come one more time?
You want
At the end?
You want to come in one more time at the end? Okay, sounds good. I'll call you in here. Okay. He wants to come in one more time at the end, he says. He's pretty funny. So yeah, so there we go. There we go. We have a winner for this knife, and I am absolutely thrilled to give this thing away. It's a cool knife, you know. I think that the person to wind up with this will put it to good use, appreciate it, or maybe they'll throw it in a drawer and never mess with it. I don't know. But it's their knife to do with what they want. I had a lot of fun making this thing, and I think the whole idea of a collaboration is really cool. And I'm open to things. You know, I'm a pretty easygoing guy. A lot of the people on here that I communicate with regularly have become my friends. You know, a lot of them I haven't met in real life, but we're friends through YouTube. And so anyway, I'm always down to do whatever, any type of collabs. Just reach out to me and ask, and we can get something going. What I did with my giveaways was to write all the names down and assign them a number in, then ran a random number draw 3 times, and the third number was the winner. Nice, that's a good way to do it. Yeah, I was kind of trying to figure this whole thing out, and doing it by subscriber is cool, but it took quite a long time to manually type in the 426 names. I think that if I ever do a giveaway in the future, which I plan to, I will probably do something along the lines of picking a comment in the video. So I might do something like post a video of a build, and then on the second one where I would normally complete the build or something, I could just announce at the end, hey, this knife is up for grabs, and leave a comment that you want it, and then I could pick through the comments. That way it can reward the people that are more engaged currently in the channel, and I don't have to spend 3 hours punching in the names on the name of wheels. So I think that that might be a good way to do it. So yeah, so we're gonna just wait and see what happens with this thing. If for some reason all 3 of those people, which could very well happen because all 3 of those names were not names that I recognized, meaning I don't converse with them on YouTube, which I guess is okay. But if all 3 of those people don't reach out to me, in fact, if you're listening or you're watching and you happen to be one of those 3 people, then go ahead and reach out to me. That way I at least know, you know, that you saw it. And we'll still go in order of, you know, who was picked first, and we'll still do it that way. But if all 3 of them don't reach out, then we're just going to do it again, I guess. I'll just let you guys know, and we'll definitely keep picking a winner until this thing gets to home. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. I also have another knife. If you're watching still and you didn't get picked, but you're interested in buying a knife from me, this is one of my most recent ones that I have for sale. And I am currently using Etsy right now to sell my knives. So our Etsy shop, and the best way to find it is just to go on to Google and type in Marty and Sata Etsy shop. And so that should bring you right to our shop. It's kind of a goofy name, so it's sort of an inside joke in my family. My first name's Matt, but a lot of my family calls me Marty, just to be funny, I guess. And my wife's name is Sarah, Sara. And when we were coming up with our Etsy shop name, we just decided to call us Marty and Sata. So kind of a goofy deal, but anyway, that's our shop. That's our shop name. So if you're interested, I have this knife currently on there. No one has bought it yet, and it's a pretty wicked sweet knife. I really don't think that you could bring a better camp knife to a campsite than this thing right here. And currently, I have it on sale. It's under $200 right now for the knife. And I've also made the option available to buy just the knife or buy the knife and the sheath. And that way, if you didn't quite have the funds to buy both, you could at least still buy the knife and maybe make yourself a sheath. But this thing is an absolute beast. It's a Farrier's rasp, and it's kind of my classic drop point recurve. I've made a few of these in the past. One of them actually sold on Etsy, and they're just cool. It's just a really wicked cool knife. It's got a beastly handle. It's still relatively thin in the front, and it's just got the right amount of palm swell to really grab onto this thing. And then it's got a large back so that your hand stays on there. This thing could chop down a tree quite literally. It is a really kind of a steep angle for that secondary bevel. That way that it can hold up to chopping. So it's not the best paper slicer, but it will still slice paper. So it's pretty sharp, but it's also incredibly robust. So this is currently on the Etsy store if you're interested. I also have a couple other ones on there currently, I believe. In fact, I need to make sure that I don't have one of the other ones on there because I also want to say thank you to the members of the channel. So we've got Duck Rabbit, we've got Ted, we've got Jesse Dunn, and the newest member, Scott Foster. And I wanted to say thanks to you guys. And I actually have several knives that I've made, and I'm starting to kind of get a knife collection, and they're starting to take up some space. So what I wanted to do was give away another knife to one of those four guys. This is one that I made quite a while ago. It's made out of a metal file. This is a Nicholson file, and it's just a little EDC style blade. The handle is really quite small, but it's meant to just kind of fit in your hand. And I think I actually have another one. The other one that I carry on a day-to-day basis is similar to this. It's a little bit smaller, but I absolutely love it. I use it every day at work, and I have a Kydex sheath to it, and it fits right in my pocket. It's just super easy and quick to be able to pull it out and cut. And these Nicholson files just make incredibly good knives. They really, really do. It is a good hard edge. I have not actually sharpened my knife that I carry. I've been carrying it now and using it every day for probably 4 or 5 months. And it, although it's not, super duper keen edge, the minute that you put it on paper, it still cuts paper. It cuts, a lot of strapping material at work, cuts through cellophane or shrink wrap, cuts through cardboard boxes like a champ. It just cuts, and it works really well. So I wanted to give away a knife similar to that that's just going to work without having to sharpen it up too much. This is a little tiny EDC. It's got a hollow grind on it. This is actually one of the first sets of knives that I've done a hollow grind on. And it's not a very deep hollow grind because I only have an 8-inch contact wheel. So, but there is a little bit of that to it. And then it's just got a secondary bevel to it. And it's really cool because the file was old and partially pitted, and you can still kind of see some of that in there. And to me, I like that about file knives. It's one of the things that I think makes them pretty cool. And then I have this silly little Kydex sheath for it. This is actually a piece of Kydex that I burned and almost threw it away and decided to try to refold it up. And it works. Is it the best Kydex sheath? No, definitely not. But it's pretty slim profile. And in fact, there's really nothing kind of keeping this edge together. Typically, you'd see like eyelets or rivets or something. But this isn't that. It's pretty much just folded over on itself. And it's got a pretty decent click and a hold into it. It's really meant to just put in your pocket and carry with you. So anyway, what I'm going to do for that is I have wrote down on paper 4 different names here. So we've got Jesse Dunn, we've got Duck Rabbit, we've got TBW, and Scott Foster. And I'm just going to put them into my hat here. We're going to mix them up, and I'm just going to pick a name at random to win this. We've got Scott Foster. Let's go. He's our newest member. So congratulations, Scott. I don't see you in here. Maybe you are and are just shy. I'm not sure, but there you go. Scott Foster, you have won this knife. And reach out to me in a comment, and I will absolutely get it out to you. Congrats, Scott. See, that's awesome. Appreciate it, Duck. I think that's cool. All the people that are in my YouTube are just cool people. You know, they're kind. They like to encourage one another, and I just think that is wicked cool. What's up, Marcus? Thanks for hanging out. And to all you guys, I'm glad you guys could make it. And yeah. So we gave a couple of knives away today. That's really cool, and I plan on doing more here in the future. So yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Quinn, are you still watching? Do you want to come back out? We'll see if he runs back out here. He might or he might not. I'm not sure. He said he wanted to get in one more time before we ended this thing. Do you have an edge burnishing tool? So yes, maybe. It's like just a wooden, like a round wooden thing, I guess. So, you know, like I don't have any like chemicals to put on the edge. I pretty much just use water, but kind of water down that edge and then just do the friction thing. So I don't know if there's a better way to do it or not, but that's typically what I've been doing. You know, some of the edges of my stuff, I don't know, it could probably be better. You know, maybe you got some tips for me. Like I said, I'm not the biggest leather type guy. I've probably got more to learn about that than anything, but yeah, I do try to do that, burnish the edge. And he's back. What's up, buddy? Come on in here. You wanted to say goodbye? Yeah. He's back. It's Quinn. Thanks for helping us pick the names on the Wheel of Names, buddy. You're awesome. I love you. So, thanks to everyone for hanging out. I'm glad that we got to do this. And congratulations again to the winners. Reach out to me and let me know. Marcus says, hey. You going to say hey to Marcus? Say, what's up, Marcus? So, what's it doing, Marcus?
Hi, Marcus.
Hi, Marcus. My dad made me say hello. Uh-huh. The man of many faces. Anyway, appreciate you guys again. Thanks for hanging out. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Yeah? Yeah. Peace, y'all. Thanks for hanging. All right. You ready to go inside? What do you want to do? You want to go hang out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And play some Black Ops Call of Duty.
You want to play some Black Ops Call of Duty? Let's do it, my dude.
Wait, can there still be
We'll see you guys next time. Peace.